What's good? It's your boy Meditative AJ again, here to bring peace, love, positivity, and awareness. Right now I'm coming at y'all with some good vibes, you feel me? But we gonna hop right into it. So basically, this video, I just want to talk about me. I just want to let y'all know a little more about myself, you know what I mean? Because I don't think y'all know enough. I mean, besides the people that already know me who watch my videos and whatnot. But yeah, you're gonna get right into it. So okay, I think we should start off with how I even woke up, how I even started my spiritual journey. So well, this was during the summer of 2020. I believe it was June or July, literally. Like, it was June or July. And I was at my friend's house, right? This is when COVID was bad and everything. But I was at my friend's house, right? And he hits me up. He's like, "Hey, you trying to come over? Whoop-de-woo, like I can scoop you." I'm like, all right, sure. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, okay. So then, I go over to his house, right? And we just hanging out, whatever. And I just ended up staying the night there. I usually do that whenever I go over his house, since he lives, pretty far from me. But the next day, we're all chilling and stuff, and my friend gets up and walks off, and he goes to his mom's room, and he's there for like a minute, you know what I mean? And he comes back and he's like, "Dog, I had took a test, and that shit came back positive." And I'm like, oh, I didn't even know how to react. I was just like, oh. I'm like, dang. He was like, "Bro, I'm so sorry." Like, he was like, "I'm so sorry, bro." I'm like, I didn't even know what to say or do. I was just like, oh. I was just like, all right. Well, I didn't even know how to react. I didn't even know what to think. I was just like, oh. I was like, what the heck? But I instantly go home after that, and my mom is all mad at me and stuff, and she's like, I tell her what happened and everything, and she gets mad at me. She's like, "Oh, like, this is why you don't need to be going nowhere, whoop-de-woo, like now you're putting the family at risk, and you putting them in, like, you putting Nailani in my little, you put your little sister in danger." But I'm just like, I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, dang. I'm like, for real? And of course this was before I was woke and everything, before I did all the meditation and all this other stuff before this. I was just a regular dude. I was just a regular ass dude. Like, I don't know. I felt like I always had potential, though. I always felt like I was a little different than others. Just a little bit. I'm not gonna, everyone's different, but you know what I'm saying? I keep feeling a vibration somewhere. Anywho. So yeah. I get picked up, and of course everyone's acting like I have, like, they're all afraid. They think I have COVID and everything, and I'm just like, dang. I'm like, this sucks. You know what I mean? It was just weird. It was an uncomfortable, like, I didn't know. I didn't know what to think. I didn't know how to feel. I was just like, that's crazy. I'm like, that's tough. Like, that's just crazy though, for real. But shoot. So I ended up having to quarantine right here in this room, and I don't know. I had to, of course, my family wanted me to stay in here for 14 days and everything. I'm just like, this is kind of stupid. Like after the first couple of days, I'm just like thinking to myself, I'm like, I don't feel nothing. I don't. And they like, oh, it takes 2 weeks. It takes 2 weeks for you to start showing symptoms. And then some people were like, oh, sometimes like you could have it and you don't show symptoms. I'm like, how does that even work? I started doing all this research and everything. I'm just like, it was just me doing research on COVID. But then like I just started thinking to myself, I'm like, how? Because first of all, I'm looking at how they made COVID they make it seem like it's super bad and everything. They lie about the numbers. They double up the numbers. Sometimes, sometimes I'll just think, I'm just like, how does that even make any sense? Because, like, COVID, right? It's a super deadly sickness, right? How would this new sickness that is so strong, so deadly, why would it take a whole 2 weeks for you to start showing symptoms? How? It doesn't make any goddamn sense at all whatsoever. You can go outside in the cold or something, anyone can go outside in the cold without a jacket, and like 2 days later, they'll have like a cold or something. They'll start sneezing or whatever, like they start getting fevers. Like, if it takes days for you to catch a common cold, why do you think that it would take 2 weeks for symptoms of this new deadly sickness? Like, how? It doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? And how would you be asymptomatic? How would you have it and not show symptoms? How? It's a new sickness that no one has been exposed to. Like for the people who haven't been exposed to it yet, like, how? It doesn't make any sense. If it takes days for you to catch a common cold, it does not take 2 weeks for you to freaking. It doesn't, like, common sense. Like, use your head. Like, it doesn't make any sense at all whatsoever. You know what I mean? And if the numbers were really as bad as they say they were, why am I not seeing more bodies drop? Why am I not seeing it more often? Don't you think that if the numbers was as high as they said they was, don't you think that it would look like the fucking Walking Dead around here already? I'm not saying literally, but like, come on, bro. Like, really? Use your head. But anyways, I'm just like, that don't even make no sense. But then I started watching like spiritual videos. Like, I was looking at, other people's like perspective on, COVID and everything. And I'm just thinking. I keep doing more and more research. I was looking at more and more videos, and I was just like, oh. I started finding more stuff out. I don't know what it was. Like, my brain was just like, I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, oh. Like, I started finding more stuff out. Like, it was wild. So then I started seeing stuff a whole nother way. But then, after all that, they still thinking that I got COVID and stuff. And at this point, I know for sure that I don't have COVID. I know for sure that I didn't have COVID. I knew for a fact after first 3-4 days, and I'm telling my family, I'm like, you really think? I'm telling them the same things. I'm like, y'all really think that if I had COVID, or if anyone was to have COVID, that it would take 2 whole weeks for you to start showing symptoms? Or do you think that you not gonna show symptoms from a sickness that is new and deadly, a new deadly sickness? You think you're not gonna show symptoms to that? You show symptoms to a common cold, and it only takes you a couple days to catch a common cold. How? Use your head. I'm like, use your head. I'm like, come on, bro. I'm telling them the same thing. And at first they was like, no, we just gotta play, like, we need to just play it safe. Whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. I'm like, bro, like, nah, I know for a fact I don't have COVID. Like, at this point, I'm positive. I'm like, no, I don't have COVID. Like, I don't. But they still will be here like, no, we need to just play it safe. I'm like, all right. Like, I understood. And I know they're going to watch this. like, but, I was just like, all right. Like, I get it. Whatever. So, you know, being quarantined in here, I had even more time to myself. You know what I mean? Even though it was just for 14 days, that was enough time for me to wake up. You know what I mean? To have that time on my hands, to start doing research, to start digging deep in everything, to start, you know, meditating a little bit. I didn't even start meditation until like a month after my spiritual awakening. And I was trying it a little bit at a time, like day by day and stuff. And then like for a while I stopped, and I don't know, it was weird. I just started, I don't know. I wasn't really applying, like, I don't know. First of all, actually, no. Let me put it this way. So basically, like, I had my spiritual awakening, but I wasn't applying any of the spiritual stuff to my life yet. What I had started doing was just meditation. That's just what I was doing at first. You know, that was like the basic thing, you know, start meditating. So that's what I was doing, and I wasn't even doing it for that long. Like, I did it for like, I was taking it, like I said, little by little and stuff, but then I ended up stopping for some reason, and I was just doing whatever. I was still doing like the same little things that I would do, going out with friends, like just doing stupid stuff and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't regret nothing. Like, I don't regret nothing in my life at all whatsoever, because everything that I've done experienced, everything, like every choice that I made, you know, like just everything that has happened has made me into the person that I am now. And I absolutely love myself for the way that I am right now. You know what I mean? And that, you know, that's something that spirituality and stuff does for you. And for men, there's a little secret. I'll say it in the description. I'll probably leave some links and stuff for some videos that y'all can look at for the boys out there. You know what I'm saying? A little secret that I don't think it's too appropriate for me to say on the video. But anywho, but yeah. But then you know, I just kept doing the same stuff. I wasn't applying none of the spiritual stuff to my life. But then, you know, after a little bit, I don't know, I remember having this like moment of clarity, and I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, what am I doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I doing? Like, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not getting nowhere. I'm still doing the same stuff. You know what I mean? And that's when I was like, no more. You know what I'm saying? I started applying all this spiritual stuff in my life. Like, I became fully vegan. Man, started meditating every day. Man, I'm working out every day now. But another thing that I had started doing at first was I don't know. I don't hang out with too many of my friends no more. I really don't. You know, I keep it cordial. Sometimes I'll check up on them and stuff like that. But I don't really go out as much anymore. Sometimes I'll go out every once in a while to go, you know, hang out with Shantez. Y'all seen him in my reaction video. But yeah, you know, it's really about it. I don't hang out with too many people at all whatsoever. But that's just, I don't know, that's kind of how I want it. And if I wanted to go hang out with a couple of my friends, you know, every once in a while, then I'll do so. You know, it's just, it is a little difficult because I live farther, you know, from everyone that I know. But yeah, you know, I started applying all this spiritual stuff in my life, and literally it was like I was literally sculpting myself into the person that I was supposed to be. Like, I felt like I'm still sculpting right now. I'm still working on myself. You know what I'm saying? But I got the basics down, and I'm you know, I feel good. You know, I'm in a good state right now. You know what I mean? But I'm still grinding. You see me? Like, I'm still trying to put these videos out for y'all, trying to help y'all out. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's another thing I want to do. Like I said in the I think it was my spirituality for beginners video when I said that, you know, I put these videos out, you know, try to help y'all, you know, try to see if someone else can, you know, pick up some tips, you know, find some of the things that I say to be useful, stuff like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, for anyone who's interested in that stuff, I suggest you go all the way, go big or go home. You know what I'm saying? Like if you you know, if you woke, you know, you're aware of everything and you know what spirituality is and you're not really into it, or you haven't got into it and you want to, I definitely suggest that you do, because I promise you, you're gonna be a whole nother person. You're not gonna be the same person that you thought you was before. You're gonna be a whole, bruh, you're gonna be the prize, bruh. You're gonna feel like that. You're gonna have all this confidence, you're gonna have all this energy, you're gonna have all this clarity, this whole another mindset. You're gonna see everything for the way it is. It's great. It's a great thing. I promise you that. Like, I don't regret nothing. Like I'm so grateful that I went through all the stuff that I went through. I'm so grateful that I had my spiritual awakening at the time that I did. Sometimes, well, in the beginning of my spiritual awakening, I used to think to myself, I'm like, what if I would have been hip to this sooner? Like, what if I would have been hip to this the year before? You know what I mean? But I'm like, nah, that's just not how it was supposed to happen. You know what I mean? Everything happens for a reason. In this universe, there aren't no coincidences. There aren't no accidents. You know what I mean? Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason in this universe. You know what I mean? But, yeah, another thing is, too, yeah, so I've been on this stuff. I've like completely applied everything, and I've been doing this. Like, I've applied all this spiritual stuff to my life, and I've been on this stuff for, how many months? Bruh. I think when I really started applying everything, I think it was like, I'd say maybe, for about 6 months, maybe 6.5, if I'm not mistaken. Pause. I'd say nah, definitely not. What the heck? I done got all this stuff mixed up. But I think it was for like, I was bugging when I said 6 months. I don't even know why I said that. That was as long as I like started getting, you know, when I started waking up. You know, that's how long it's been. You know, I think it's been about like half a year or so, right? Almost half a year. I think it's like 7-8 months. Anywho, but I don't know. I think it's actually been like 3 months since I've actually like applied. No. I'm wrong again. Pause. Hold on. This is a long video for no reason. I'm not about to edit this thing neither. So I mean, whoever want to watch this till the end, hey, you know, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that you'll like, you know, you take what I say. You know, I hope y'all, you know, find a different perspective on things, you know, how y'all want to look at life and everything, how you all want to look at spirituality. If you want to be spiritual, if you want to do spirituality, I suggest you do so for real. But damn, I look good. I'm not even gonna lie. Damn. But yeah, I think that's about it for this video. This video is already pretty long anyway. I'm gonna probably post another one tomorrow. I'm not even gonna fake. But yeah, I'll catch y'all. Love y'all. Please take care of yourself. Meditate. Look up how to meditate and stuff. And let's get it. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Y'all need to stop playing with me. If you watching this video, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And hit the bell, bro. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. And stop playing with me.
Slip, no, I can't miss. I got icebergs on my neck. I could sink a